decisions are made before you ever even practice, you know, in the social media world. But this kid has put his blinders on, and he's stayed focused, and he's had an incredible belief in himself, and he's put the work in, and he came into camp, and he just separated. You know, and as a coach, we evaluate performance, not potential. And he earned it through performance, and then it's like, okay, well, let's go see how he does on game day. And it's just been just one thing after another where he has risen up and provided the great leadership, the great decision, the great throw, the great run all year long. So we're not 11-1 without Kelly Bryant, but I'm really happy for him. I'm proud of him. Nobody deserves it more. And, you know, I know he's excited about, you know, playing tomorrow night and in his first ACC championship game.
Back right, far back right.
Hey, Coach. Hayes Permar, Sports Channel 8. I know you're focused on this game. In your profession, there's some other folks who are dealing with some insanity of coaching hires and coaching rumors and things like that. You came in a somewhat rare position of being elevated from interim coach. Has that affected at all your position with Clemson and maybe avoided some of the crazy storms that happen around coaching carousel all the time? And then do you have any advice for fans who sometimes get too caught up in college football?
I don't know if I understand the question. Is it affected my
as opposed to going through a coaching search where, you know, nowadays it seems like fans are going to have a say when you're getting hired. You were promoted from within and didn't have to go through some of that.
Oh, yeah. If there had been a cyber jury in 08, I don't get this job. There's no question about that. I'd been, if they'd have just did a poll, I'd have been the last man on the poll. So I'd be somewhere, but I wouldn't be here. That's for sure. So I'm glad that Terry Don Phillips didn't pay attention to, you know, a vote. You know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Terry Don. So he just was convicted enough in his belief in me, and you know, we've been very fortunate, and I think that's one of the reasons that our program is where it is we've been able to have a lot of continuity and a lot of consistency and just alignment. You know, we have a great chain of command at Clemson. You know, our board of trustees, our president is amazing, our AD, and our administration. You know, we just have good chemistry and good alignment. We're all on the same page, and we all love Clemson. We all want to, you know, win, but we want to win the right way. And you know, we try to do it by loving our players and graduating our players, and it's been a lot of fun.
Back to the room.
Darren Stoltzfus, ABC News 4 Charleston. Last year in Orlando, you talked about the difficulty of maintaining your program, keeping it at this level. I don't know if surprised is the right word, but are you surprised how well your team has played to get back here to be 11-1 and in the college football playoff hunt again?
I'm not surprised. I am pleased and proud of the you know, performance and effort put forth by our players and our staff. Not surprised because, to be honest with you, this is what we expect. I mean, it's a mentality, it's a mindset, it's our culture. I mean, we've won 81 games in 7 years, so these guys think they're supposed to win, and that's where it starts. You got to win in the mind before you win anywhere. And our guys, they just believe and they think they're supposed to win. And when we don't win, you know, it's like, wow, all right, we lost. Okay, all right, well, why did we lose? Let's go back to work. And they just don't ever kind of lose focus. And I think that's, again, a credit to just the culture that we have that's been established over the last, you know, 8 years. And, you know, so these guys, I mean, and then recruiting and developing your players. In college football, you're going to have guys leave every year. You're going to have turnover. You're going to have guys that they got it, man, they got it. And they take that with them. And now you got new guys who don't have it. And you've got to start over every single year with who you are and why you do it that way, what's your core values, and just really reinstall all that. And that's what we do. I mean, and then you have guys like Kelly Bryant. I mean, nobody knows who Justin Falcinelli is. You know, he was a gray shirt guy. He's a fourth-year junior, and he's got to step in and be the starting center, and he makes first-team All-ACC this year. Well, that's just development, and it's stick-to-itness, and it's perseverance, and it's belief, and it's just buying into the program. And I think our guys know if they'll hang in there, eventually they're going to have their opportunity and their time. And they got to be good enough because the best player is going to play. So we just have a lot of guys that Trey Lamar, I know he's not playing in this game, but here's a kid that, he covered kicks last year, a good freshman who was ready for more this year. Kayvon Wallace, Isaiah Simmons as a freshman. So we've recruited well, and I think we've evaluated and developed well. And we've gotten the right guys to help us sustain and maintain some consistency in our program.
Back of the room again.
Coach Nick Carboni, NBC Charlotte. It's obviously more important to be in the game as to where it's played, but to be back here in Charlotte after a one-year hiatus, how important is that for the ACC, and how much of a benefit is that to Clemson as well?
Well, I think it's great. We really enjoyed our experience in Orlando. That was a crazy situation, as we all know, and I thought the city of Orlando did a great job on kind of a short-term notice, if you will, and so did our ACC folks in trying to pull all that together and make it a great game, and it was great. But there's something special about being here. The city, the opportunity to play in this stadium, the location of it. The people of Charlotte just do an unbelievable job. There's a great partnership between Charlotte and the ACC, and there has been for a long time. So I think it's just very smooth. Our fans love it, and I'm sure we'll have a great crowd there. And look forward to enjoying the moment.
Back left? No? Okay. Back of the room. Wait for the mic, please.
Sorry.
What? Oh, okay. Hey, Coach, Julia Morris with CBS out of Myrtle Beach. It seems like there's something about this time of the year and Hunter Renfro. What's it been like for you to watch his journey from a walk-on to seeing him step up for you guys time and time again in big moments?
Oh, I love it. We Orange Britches come out and Hunter Renfro shows up. He's just amazing. I know all you folks down there from Myrtle Beach and Socastee, y'all enjoy following Hunter, but I love Hunter Renfro. He's a joy to be around every day. First of all, he's another just great young man. He is such a genuine, authentic, sincere young person that if you meet him, you'd never in a million years know that he's Hunter Renfro. He's got this persona. Everybody knows Hunter Renfro, but if you met him, you'd never know that's Hunter Renfro. He's just such a neat kid, and I'm just really proud of him. But he's had a phenomenal journey, and it's going to continue. He's still got believe it or not, he's still got another year. A lot of people not happy about that, but he's still developing. He's just a guy that came in 155 pounds, and now he's 181 maybe, and he's still got more in the tank. I'd like to get him up to 188, 190, continue to get him stronger. Maybe he can do 225 twice, we still got some work to do with him before he's a finished guy, but he's going to be a great pro one day. He really is, and he'll be a fun guy to watch for a long time. He's just a very gifted athlete. He's explosive. He's got great ball skills, but he's become a complete receiver now that he really understands just the intricacies of playing the position. Just how to vary things up, his stems, his releases, his influence in his routes, his eyes, his break points, just technique. So just proud of him, and we just know that he's going to come up big somewhere, along the way. And he plays relentless. Made a huge block last week on a reverse. Obviously made a couple of big catches, touchdown run of 60 yards or whatever. He's just a kid that loves it. He's passionate about it, and proud of him.
Back left.
Coach, once again, Mike DePasquale, the Fox affiliate in Miami. Malik has two less weapons on offense for this game. Herndon and Richards are out. Is that an advantage for your defense, or do the Canes have other weapons that can exploit your defense?
Yeah. Oh no, they got plenty of weapons. You know, it's kind of like us in that, you know, I mean, we got Trey Lamar's out, Mark Fields is out, but we've had other people step up, and we've had different things like that all year long. And I think you know, that's the key to being good, is you got to have other players. And when you look at their roster and you see 18, he's 6'4", 220 something pounds. You see 81, 80, 3 and 4 can fly. You know, I think they just, other guys get more opportunities. 8 leads them. You know, he's the guy and has been all year. He's been their best playmaker. Richards was and 23. Those are 2 great players, no doubt about it. But they'll have guys ready to go, and it's unfortunate. You know, I hate it for those 2 young men, really, to be honest with you, because they've worked really hard and they were a big part of their success. But you know, it's just kind of part of it. And you know, both these teams have so much to be proud of, and no matter what happens tomorrow night, whether we win or whether we lose, I'm incredibly proud of our team and our season and what they've accomplished, and I'm sure Mark feels the same way. So, but they got some guys. There's no doubt about it. So, you know, they're going to do what they do. They're not going to all of a sudden change and run some different offense just because one guy's out. They're going to put the next guy in there, and he was recruited to the University of Miami for a reason, I can assure you.
Second row. All right.
Coach, Zach Alcative, Sporting News. What do you?
Oh,
Coach.
sorry.
Sorry. Coach, what do you think about the job Mark Richt has done at Miami? You know, this is a team